Good morning and welcome to Thursday Thoughts Day. Inspired very much by going to Dillon's Harvest Festival yesterday. I've got so many thoughts whirring through my brain and inspiration on off the back of just one little trip yesterday. First off, I want to say big up to Southfield School. They collected loads of food for the local food banks, which was fantastic, and they've really done a lot of hard work in terms of helping educate kids where food comes from and celebrating our amazing farmers who work so goddamn hard to do that. So yeah, big up to Southfield School there. However, what I really want to drill down on is the vicar was there as well, and he did a little speech, and he was again carrying on the theme of where food come from, and he pulled out a packet of cereals from the food bank. And he asked the children where these came from, and they said the shops. And then he went on to explain where these cereals came from. And then he did the same with another packet of cereals. That second packet of cereals that he chose was Coco Pops. And he talked about how, they came from rice and, the origin of the food. And then he pulled out Crunchy Nut cornflakes. And he pulled out those, and obviously talked about where they came from. They came from corn, and he's asking the children who likes these, and loads of the children are putting their hands up, and I just die a bit inside with sadness that the majority of the children are having this as their first meal of the day. There's no way in a million years, everybody knows that this type of food, Coco Pops as an example, puffed ultra processed rice full with chocolate is not the best way for a child to start the day. Likewise, a cornflake is just toasted starch. There's no goodness left in it. And then what they do is they add loads of sugar to it. Yes, there might be a token nut, but loads of sugar to it to make it super, super sweet. So it's just not the best start to anybody's day, let alone a teeny little person's day. Yet most of that room sticking around, yeah, they're my favourite breakfast. Which is, it's like I say, it just makes me sad. It really does make me sad. So today, I'm not going to be sad, I'm going to be inspired, because I am so inspired. I've just spent an hour ranting at John about where my head's at with all this and everything. And I want to just pick up two of my big influences in life. All right. Tim Spector, Professor Tim Spector, knows everything it is about to know. He doesn't, because he's a scientist who's constantly learning. But he's done a great job in educating and really helping people understand the benefits of real food and what we need to do and why we need to do it. Educate yourself and the next generation in the importance of real food. That's the last line of his latest book. And then Sir David Attenborough. This is the children's David Attenborough book, and it says, no one will protect what they don't care about, and no one will care about what they have never experienced. So I want to link this into the current state of play with politics, because I was having a conversation with my friend last night, and she was telling me about how 40% of the children in the northeast of England are under the breadline. They're in poverty. 40% of the children in the northeast of England. That is scary. Yet they were talking to a mum at the food bank who was obese. Now, obviously there's a problem there. Why is there a problem there? Because ultra processed food is a massive issue. And we have a Prime Minister in Liz Truss who has never experienced poverty. And, amongst all of the not so great decisions she's making at the moment, one of the decisions that she's looking at doing, or one of the things that she's doing, is removing the sugar tax, because she naively thinks that will help people come out of poverty. Just creates another problem. They will eat more because there is no substance there. There is no goodness there. So effectively, they're just going to need to eat twice as much, spend twice as much on rubbish food that's not doing them any good. And it's not educating what we need to educate, and helping people, you know, to feel better. And it's really, it could sadden me a lot more, but what it does do is it drives me. It drives me on, and it drives me more to help and to educate and to teach. You know, next week's Thursday Thought is from a young lady who has never ever been taught how to cook, and she has transformed her life. But that's for another Thursday Thought. All there is to say today is there's always consequences to our actions. There is no substitute for real food. Everything is interlinked. Harvest Festival and the Vicar's blatant display of an item that is so bad for children, and the children's response to how much they liked it, just shows how much work there is to do in this area in terms of educating and helping and changing. You know, Liz Truss has never experienced poverty, so she will never understand. So in her naivety, making another bad decision. We need to make education the forefront, and we need to help everybody understand how important it is to choose real food, and how that should be and can be an easier way. And particularly with our young people, particularly helping them form good habits when they're younger. So, bit of a ramble, I'm sorry, but it was so important for me to get that off my chest this morning. And happy Thursday, everyone. Here's to lots more education, lots more knowledge, and making a difference to our little people.